อ is oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street so many times.